Hello, Ken here. Today I'm going to talk about a few of my Commodore Vanderbilts. My pre-war Lionel O-gauge, as you can tell by the track. I have two of them that I'm going to be showing off today. There's this one, this black one here in the front, which is a 264E. This is a vintage mid-1930s Lionel model. It's one that I've restored. The tender and the cars are not original. The tender is similar to what would have been put with one of these engines. Not exactly correct, but similar. The cars are the right color, but the wrong kind of car with the set. But anyway, the 264E in black. Most of the Lionel 264Es were red. This one here is black, and was, when I originally acquired it, was black. This was kind of the rare uncatalogued version. I picked this one up on eBay a couple of years ago, and just this summer I've managed to restore it. And of course, let me just give you a little bit of a close-up on that before I digress. That one came up, quite a bit of time went into that one, fixing up the motor and repainting it, but it came up pretty nicely. And of course, in the back there we have a Lionel Corporation Blue Streak. This is a set I've been coveting. Now, the 264E was the lower end Commodore Vanderbilt. Lionel put them in the Red Comet set and in some uncatalogued set. That was kind of the lower end one. Now, the blue 265E was the deluxe engine. And actually, if you look very closely, you'll see that the main difference between the two locomotives is there's an extra piece of linkage on the 265E, and that's correct. The model that I have here is not an original 265E. It's actually one of Mike's Trainhouse's reproductions from just a couple of years ago. This is a set that I've coveted for a very long time, and I've finally been able to acquire. So, and that, of course, comes with the very nice, let me just show them to you here, streamlined cars. They link together. They're similar to the Flying Yankee set. Nothing here that's tremendously rare, but still some of my favorite trains. I love streamliners, and the Commodore Vanderbilt is the king of streamliners. So I figure it might be interesting to maybe see these guys run. So let me just position the camera here, get a nice overhead shot of the track. I'm going to turn my transformer on. Running up 4000 here, Z4000. MTH's nice 400 watt. This thing's a beast. Going to start with the golden oldie. Come on. There we go. Come on. Okay, onto the good part of the track. We're going a little faster. My track's a little dirty, so there we go. That engine can be a little bulky. It's been running well because I've been running it today. But let's fire up, for comparison, let's fire up the new-fangled Proto-Sounds 2 MTH Blue Streak. Hear that chuff? The original ones from the 30s don't do that. This is why I like reproductions. This one, the black one here, the 264E, does not have a whistle, and to my understanding, the 264Es didn't come with whistles. I think that you couldn't fit a whistle in the tender. I could be wrong, but I don't think they did. This one here does have a whistle, though, thanks to our modern electronics. A nice electronic one, plus a crew talk, as well as a bell. Can be a little annoying. Alright, let's pull out of here. It's got a battery so the sounds stay on. Chuffs. All the cars light. Funny story about this set. I just bought it a couple of weeks ago. When I first got this set, I put it together on the track, I lubricated it. It took me a little while to do that. I hooked all the cars together, and the thing popped my transformer circuit breaker. And it took me a couple of minutes to find out, but apparently one of the light bulbs in one of these vestibules here was bad. Came from the factory with a bad light bulb. That's Chinese manufacturing for you. Just kind of odd, because most of the MTH trains I've bought, and I bought quite a few at this point. The Rail King ones I bought, I had no problems with. But, I don't know, I've only bought one or two tin plate ones, and I don't know, maybe the conditions, a little quality control isn't the greatest, but sounds nice. And light bulb's a 50-cent part, so not a big deal. Uses original. This engine here uses the original your socket type screw-in light bulbs, E10 size, I think, and they still make them. They're not standard anymore. The latest and greatest models have LEDs. This one, I believe, just has normal incandescents. I know it does in the car. I think it has in the engine too. But the really new ones, like the Proto Sounds 3, have LEDs, which are supposed to last forever. I don't know about that. Forever is not a very long time in electronics, but just bring this beast down here a bit. And park. And then we'll finish this recording. Got the brake squeech. Alright. 2 pretty sets. Thanks for watching.